Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Thursday, it's time for a quick Disney Plus news roundup. We're going to be talking about A Haunting in Venice. I'm going to be talking about what's coming to Disney Plus here in the UK and much more. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Okay, so let's kick things off talking about the latest Agatha Christie film, which is going to be coming from 20th Century Studios, and it drops into cinemas on the 15th of September. A Haunting in Venice stars Kenneth Branagh. And this new trailer just continues to kind of just show to me that I want to see this film. I did enjoy the last two films. Yeah, this one just looks a little bit different. The tone's very different with the whole idea of it kind of integrating, you know, sort of a haunting and there being ghosts, and it kind of teases on the idea of it being like a supernatural thriller. I've not read the book, but I'm assuming at some point it probably isn't the case. But yeah, this one just looks really good, and I love the fact that it feels so different from like The Orient Express and also Death on the Nile. So I'm really looking forward to it. The trailer definitely has done its job on me. Whether or not this is something I'd go to cinemas, I think it's a good film maybe for that Halloween season, because it'll be obviously in there then for like September, October, probably into November. I suspect we won't see it on Disney Plus until early next year. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I thought the trailer looked good, but let me know. Are you looking forward to Haunting in Venice in the comments below? Disney's also released a brand new trailer for the upcoming FX series Shōgun, which will be coming out in 2024 on Hulu in the United States, Star Plus in Latin America, and on Disney Plus around the world. This brand new series is set in Japan and charts the collision of two ambitious men from different worlds and a mysterious female samurai. This brand new series is based on a classic novel from the 1970s. Don't really know too much about it. All I know is that poster definitely piqued my interest even more. This is definitely going to be, I think, one of the big shows of 2024, especially from FX. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully we get some more information pretty soon. But with it being 2024, I suspect we're not going to hear much more about this or any trailers or anything like that for a while. But let us know you're looking forward to Shōgun in the comments below. Moving on from there, let's now talk about some Disney Plus news here in the UK. So up first, Chevalier is going to be arriving on Disney Plus next week on Wednesday the 26th of July. I've been looking forward to watching this film. Didn't get to see it at the cinema. Kind of got delayed for some reason. They put it out in June in cinemas here rather than in April like it was in the US. And the trouble is for me is the minute they do that, it kind of takes away some of the urgency to see a film, because I kind of feel like, well, it's already been out for a couple of months. Same things kind of happened with me with Elemental. I'm at that point now where I might as well just wait. So yeah, I'm going to watch it next week when it drops, but it's nice to see that one finally confirmed. We've also had some other new stuff confirmed for Disney Plus arriving in August. So these are just a few of the highlights. So we're getting a new episode of Only Murders in the Building every week from the 8th of August. We're going to get Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on the 2nd of August, the same time as everywhere else. The brand new FX series A Murder at the End of the World will be dropping on the 29th of August with 2 episodes, with new episodes dropping each week. From the 23rd of August, we'll be getting the new Star Wars Ahsoka series. 2 episodes dropping at once, followed by weekly episodes. On the 23rd of August, we're going to be getting Running Wild with Bear Grylls The Challenge. Unfortunately, this one is like the last season. It's not the new one. It's taken a while to get on there. Also dropping on the 4th of August will be a new documentary, The Randall Scandal, Love Loathing Vanderpump. So if you're a fan of that show, you might want to check that documentary out. It's also been confirmed that the Korean series Moving will drop on Disney Plus on the 9th of August. Mayans MC Season 5 will arrive at the end of August on the 30th. The new film Jagged Mind will drop on the 11th of August, and Vacation Friends 2 will arrive on the 25th of August. So obviously with the UK, it's a little bit different with how it works like the US and Australian stuff, where they get the full list. The UK list is always a little bit like just guessing what comes out each week. We generally find out on the day, so we only really get the highlights and stuff. But there's some really good stuff, I think, coming in there. New FX series, Only Murders in the Building, Ahsoka, you've also got Guardians of the Galaxy. There is just a load of great stuff there to watch. Yeah, so you can't really go too wrong on that one, but let me know what you're excited about watching on Disney Plus here in the UK in August. Let's now talk about what's new on Disney Plus today, because around the world and on Hulu in the US and on Star Plus in Latin America, we got a brand new episode of the Kardashians. So this is the penultimate episode, and next week is the season finale. And now we're kind of getting ready for the Christmas season, which kind of feels really wrong to be talking about in the middle of July. It's just, yeah, so that it was a little bit of kind of thing of like with these episodes of kind of getting ready for it. And again, just the issues between the sisters and stuff. To be honest, getting a little bit like some of the stories, like with the issues between Kim and her sister over the wedding and all that. It's just like, oh, I'm so over this. You know, it really doesn't matter. But So yeah, that's this week's episode review. So there we go. Let's now jump into today's comment of the day. So Benny asked, do you think the Lando Calrissian Star Wars series on Disney Plus will ever happen, or do you think it'll eventually get cancelled? There hasn't really been any news on it since it was first announced back in December of 2020, and it's not looking likely that it's going to be happening anytime soon, especially with Disney cutting costs currently. What do you think overall? Kind of ironically, we do have an update on this new series, but unfortunately it's not a very good one, because during the Haunted Mansion premiere event in Disneyland, we did get a little bit of an update. When asked by the direct, one of the show's creators, Justin, went on to say, I certainly poured my heart and I spent a lot of time working with them to put together a really great show. It feels like everyone loves it. And I was told we had to put it on pause because of scheduling. The next update I got was in 2020, some years ago. So I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with it. So there we go. One of the creators of the series hasn't had an update since 2020. Now 2023. So it's been a while. We have heard Donald Glover talk about this during an interview with GQ, where he says it has to be the right time. Also, Catherine Kennedy has spoke about it at the Celebration event earlier this year, when she kind of said, oh, it's hard to get in the scheduling. If they have not done anything after all of this time, I think this show is definitely done. I can't see it happening. It might happen at some point. It doesn't look like it's on the schedule at any time soon. The fact that they've not really said a single thing about the Lando project since 2020 is definitely a problem, but it's also, I feel, one of the biggest problems with that Investor Day, and it's kind of continued to have problems for years afterwards. So at the time when they put out this great big 3-4 hour presentation, they pretty much were trying to save the company. We were in the middle of the pandemic. Everything was closed down. Cinemas were closed down. Parks were closed down. Television, nothing was filming. And so they came out with this massive list of everything that they were planning on doing and things that were in development. But I feel like they said so much in advance that it's had problems for years afterwards, because we've seen, like with all the Marvel projects and the Star Wars stuff, so many things have either been cancelled, delayed, and we still have some shows and stuff from that event that we still haven't seen or heard of. And I honestly think they just announced way too much too soon. And that's kind of one of the problems with these events, and why, when we then have things like D23 last year, people get upset that there wasn't so many announcements in the future. The simple reason was they did so much back then that they haven't really caught up on it. So, and just set expectations way too high, but it was a very special time with that Investors Day. So I don't think the Lando series necessarily might happen. They might do something a little bit different in that era. I'd like to see maybe Emilia Clarke come back with her character and do something around that. That I think would be pretty cool. She's really good in Secret Invasion. Don't know whether Donald Glover doesn't seem to be that interested in it. And having seen Billy D. Williams at Star Wars Celebration on the stage, he's not in a fit state to do anything at his age, because he's well into his 80s. He didn't look like he's really able to do anything. So it's really going to be all on Donald Glover. So if he can't do it or doesn't want to do it, best just to shelve the project and move on to something else. I'm kind of at a point with Star Wars. It's like, let's either do the Mando area or go way before or way after. I think we need to sort of step away from the classic and the prequel era and kind of get away from that. But that's my personal one. So yeah, Lando series, nothing's going to be happening on this one for a long time. But let me know, what do you think of that happening? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Later.